Recently, myself and Ashcore TV had the privilege of playing Sonic the Hedgehog Pinball Collector's Edition. Today I'm going to be showcasing that as well as giving my review of this machine produced by Jersey Jack Pinball. I hope you guys enjoy it. Released in June of 2026, Sonic the Hedgehog is Jersey Jack Pinball's high-speed interpretation of Sega's legendary video game franchise. Designed by Steve Ritchie, the machine focuses on the games rather than the Paramount movies and features Sonic's, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow, and Dr. Eggman. It is available in arcade, special, and collector's editions, with all three versions sharing the same primary playfield layout and gameplay mechanisms. Sonic succeeds where it matters most. It is fast, energetic, approachable, and immediately recognizable. Its upper playfield, magnetic accelerator loop, and Dr. Eggman battles give it a strong identity, while the music and enormous display make it feel like an interactive Sonic arcade game. However, the machine does not fully escape repetition. Several zones follow a similar progression. The crowded upper playfield can occasionally work against clean speed associated with Sonic, and Jersey Jack's high pricing makes the value proposition difficult, especially for players who care more about gameplay than premium finishes. This is a good and highly entertaining pinball machine, but it falls slightly short of the depth, refinement, and long-term variety required to reach the very good or elite categories. Join me as we get into the scoring of the machine. First off, we're going to start with gameplay and shot design. I scored this at a 23 out of 30. A Sonic pinball machine needs to feel fast, and Steve Ritchie's layout generally delivers. The playfield features 4 full-size flippers, including 2 flippers and a large transparent upper playfield. Other major elements include a magnetic accelerator loop, 2 ball-catching up posts, spring targets, an inline drop target lock, the bash dash captive ball mechanism, and an interactive Dr. Eggman bash toy. The magnetic spin dash accelerator is the signature shot. It propels the ball around a 360-degree loop and gives the machine a burst of speed that fits Sonic perfectly. The main ramps and orbits are generally easy to understand, while the illuminated rings help players identify important shots without constantly needing to look at the display. The upper playfield is the game's most interesting design feature. Once the ball reaches it, the 2 additional flippers create a separate battle arena centered around Dr. Eggman. Early impressions have especially praised this section for offering more control and meaningful shooting than many traditional mini playfields. The upper section is not perfect though. Moving repeatedly between the main playfield and the battle area can interrupt the rhythm of the lower shots. Some lower playfield objectives terminate at targets, locks, or controlled features rather than feeding directly into another flowing shot. That creates a mixture of high-speed movement and then sudden stops instead of uninterrupted momentum, which is what you would expect from Sonic. Ball tracking can also be challenging during the first few games. The transparent upper playfield does help preserve visibility, but the combination of speed, reflections, toys, ramps, and bright lighting creates a visually busy environment. Players have reported that tracking becomes easier with familiarity, but there is still a learning period. When Sonic is flowing, it feels energetic and satisfying. It just does not maintain that sensation consistently enough to earn a top gameplay score. Rules, modes, and progression. I score this at a 16 out of 25. The main objective is easy to understand. Select a zone, complete its required shots, reach the checkpoint, and defeat Dr. Eggman in the resulting boss battle. Currently, the 7 featured zones are as follows: Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Rooftop Run, Cityscape, Speed Highway, Sky Sanctuary, and Seaside Hill. Players also collect rings, earn Chaos Emeralds, start multiballs, and work toward the game's larger supersonic objective. Each of the 7 primary zones eventually leads to an Eggman encounter. The rules are approachable without being completely shallow. New players can follow the illuminated zone shots, while experienced players can consider scoring ranks, checkpoints, character features, ring totals, Chaos Emerald progress, and multi-ball timing. Chaos control is one of the game's more interesting strategic ideas. Collected Chaos Emeralds can be used through the action button to temporarily freeze certain active timers, allowing the player to extend zone opportunities, hurry-ups, and other time features. Collecting the emeralds also contributes to the Chaos Emerald multi-ball and progression toward Supersonic. The weakness is repetition. Although the 7 zones use different artwork, music, and shot combinations, their general structure can begin to feel very familiar. Begin a zone, make lit shots, reach a checkpoint, and battle Eggman. This is thematically accurate, but the missions do not always feel mechanically different enough from one another to stand out. The game also appears to prioritize accessibility over unusually complicated strategic routes. This is not inherently negative. Sonic should be welcoming to families and casual arcade players, but experienced competitors may eventually want greater differentiation between zones and more meaningful strategic alternatives. The foundation is extremely solid and easy to learn, but the rule structure feels more like a polished arcade progression system than one of the deepest modern pinball rule sets out there. Theme, presentation, and immersion. I score this at an 18 out of 20. The theme integration is Sonic's strongest category. The game uses Jersey Jack's 27-inch HD display, official Sonic voice actors, video game visuals, more than 2,000 individually controlled RGB lights, and a 9-song licensed soundtrack. The music includes zone themes such as Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Rooftop Run, Cityscape, Speed Highway, Sky Sanctuary, and Seaside Hill, along with versions of Open Your Heart and It Doesn't Matter, featuring guitar solos by Slash. The screen presentation resembles a modern Sonic arcade experience rather than a collection of disconnected video clips. Zone progression, characters, scoring information, and boss battles are all presented with bright animation and unmistakable Sonic imagery. The sound package is equally important. Songs such as Escape from the City naturally complement a fast pinball layout, while the official voice cast gives the game considerably more authenticity than generic impersonations would have provided. Jersey Jack states that the machine includes more than 5,000 character callouts, including Roger Craig Smith as Sonic. The physical playfield also communicates the license effectively. Gold rings are incorporated directly into the shot design. Chaos Emeralds are represented by custom illuminated inserts. Sonic and Amy appear as sculptures, and Eggman physically moves during the upper playfield battles, which is extremely impressive. The presentation can occasionally become overstimulating, though. Sonic is supposed to be colorful and frantic, but the enormous display, rapid animations, flashing inserts, and transparent upper playfield with densely packed characters sometimes compete for attention. The soundtrack is strong, although 9 licensed songs feel slightly limited considering the enormous amount of music available across the Sonic franchise. Even with that one complaint, this remains an excellent use of the licensing for this title. Next, we will be discussing the toys, features, and mechanical design. I score this a 13 out of 15, which is very strong. Sonic contains an impressive collection of mechanisms, and importantly, the core playfield features are included across all 3 editions. The interactive Dr. Eggman figure anchors the upper playfield and functions as a physical boss battle target. The Spin Dash accelerator uses magnetic action to launch the ball through its loop, while the Bash Dash, Captive Ball Lock, and Inline Drop Target Lock provide different methods of controlling and storing balls. Additional mechanisms for this machine include the following: a polycarbonate upper playfield, 4 full-size flippers, 2 up posts that can catch the ball, 2 spring targets, 9 stand-up targets, a spinner, magnetic battle zone action, 6-ball multi-ball, which is always a blast, micro LED ring displays, which are very impressive and give you directions, and custom Chaos Emerald inserts. The magnetic loop is especially successful because it does more than just look impressive. It creates a physical sensation of acceleration that reinforces Sonic's speed. Similarly, the upper playfield is not simply decorative. It requires control flipper shots and creates a genuine secondary combat area. The game loses 2 points because the upper assembly dominates a large portion of the playfield. Even though it is transparent, it adds visual and mechanical complexity to an already busy machine. Multiple magnets, posts, locks, flippers, and a moving character also mean there are more components that may eventually require adjustment and maintenance. Still, this is an ambitious and highly thematic mechanical package. Sonic has enough physical identity that it should remain recognizable even with the display and sound turned down. Still very strong overall. Last but definitely not least, replay value and overall value. I score this at a 7 out of 10. The 7 zones, boss battles, Chaos Emerald Collection, 6-ball multi-ball, character features, and supersonic progression provide enough objectives to support repeated play. The rules are also understandable enough that inexperienced players can make progress without studying a detailed rule sheet that takes a month to read through. Its combination of recognizable characters and straightforward objectives should make Sonic particularly effective in arcades, museums, and family game rooms. Experienced players can pursue better zone ranks, more efficient Emerald Collection, and deeper progression, while casual players can simply enjoy the loops, the rings, and Eggman battles. The value, though, is a larger concern. Jersey Jack launched the arcade edition at $9,999, which is $1 shy of 10 grand. The special edition is $12,000 and the collector's edition is $15,000, which is what we're showcasing here. The essential playfield layout and mechanical gameplay are shared across all 3 versions. The special edition adds features including Sonic Blue armor, a decorative illuminated topper, a shaker motor, invisible glass, and sculpted illuminated rings. The collector's edition adds premium artwork, red armor, gold ramps and accents, external cabinet lighting, a special shooter knob, and a mechanical topper with an additional wide display. Because the arcade edition retains the important shots and mechanisms, it is the strongest gameplay value. However, nearly $10,000, it still is a substantial starting price for anyone wanting to get into the market of pinball, especially for a machine whose rules may eventually feel repetitive in a smaller home collection. The special and collector's editions are visually impressive, but much of their additional cost pays for presentation, trim, glass, lighting, and topper features rather than anything substantially different in gameplay. Concluding. Final score breakdown. Gameplay and shot design, 23 out of 30. Rules, modes, and progression, 16 out of 25. Theme, presentation, and immersion, 18 out of 20. Toys, features, and mechanical design, 13 out of 15. And replay value and overall value, 7 out of 10. My overall rating of this machine is 77 out of 100. My final verdict for this is as follows. Giving it a 77 out of 100 puts it in good for me. Sonic the Hedgehog is a fast, colorful, and entertaining pinball machine that captures the energy of the video game franchise extremely well. Its strongest qualities are its outstanding audio-visual presentation, magnetic accelerator loop, interactive Eggman battle area, and approachable zone-based progression. Steve Ritchie's layout provides several satisfying moments of genuine speed, and the upper playfield is far more meaningful than a typical decorative mini playfield. Its weaknesses, though, keep it from reaching the next rating tier. Zone progression can become very repetitive, the crowded upper portion occasionally disrupts the game's natural flow, and the immense amount of light, animation, and physical decoration can make the ball difficult to follow at times. The high starting price also makes long-term value harder to defend. Sonic fans may reasonably score it higher because the music, characters, rings, emeralds, and zones are treated with tremendous respect. For players judging it strictly as a pinball machine, though, it is enjoyable and feature-packed, but not quite as strategically deep or consistently flowing as the very best modern releases currently available out there. In closing, Sonic the Hedgehog earns a 77 out of 100. It's a good machine with excellent presentation, memorable mechanical moments, and plenty of speed, but not every part of the game moves as smoothly as the blue blur himself. Thank you so much for listening to my, again, humble but silly output here for my review. I hope you enjoy the footage. Ash Quarter TV and myself were playing this on site at the arcade. This is the collector's edition. It was a lot of fun, completely caught me off guard. So with that, in closing, enjoy the footage and thank you again.
Right there. There it is. This machine's like light years better. There you go. Oh, I want to look at the upper view. That's the second time that happened. Do two. Yeah, play two games, and then we'll switch. That way you can kind of feel it, you know. All right. I still wouldn't own one though. Oh!
I don't know, dude. I mean, it's not like my theme, but
No, that's a different ball in itself, bro.
what's that?
Ball save. I said that's a different beast in its own.
So much seeds for setter drain on this.
There you go. Here comes the multi-ball! Oh. Oh my God. That upper playfield is sweet. Damn! Oh my God, you're freaking rank B? Boss battle! Oh! Oh, thanks.
Cool, there's like a boss battle with an actual boss.
We got to the boss battle. Yeah. Oh, I have no idea. It just got there. Yeah, it just happened. Happy little accident. Tilt. And number 2. Oh, you started a 2-player.
Yeah, you told me to.
I didn't mean like that.
Oh, that's why I ran 2. You're like, do 2, and I was like, okay, I'll just do 2. Do my last ball. Oh,
Well, 35.
35. Okay, not horrible. There you go. Nice. Almost. There you go. Yeah, you just cleared it. You got a B rank. Good job. I think boss battle. All right, hey, don't suck like I did. Oh. Well, it's still active. You can get it back up there. Oh, dang it.
And that's that.
Battle lost. I'll give you an A for effort.
Look, 16 million, and there's somebody on here with 300 million.
Yeah.
Did you want to play again?
You keep going. 3 balls on one. Somebody actually has 3 million, or is it just a standard?
No, I think somebody actually has 300 million.
It's not like the built-in.
No.
Oh my god! The most.
I mean, there are a lot of people that are that good.
Give it time, and there'll be somebody with a billion on here.